Hello everyone, my name is Encore, and this is your daily reminder that tomorrow never comes, meaning your tomorrow, my tomorrow, no one's tomorrow is guaranteed. So let's get off of our hands and let's mold our futures. In this particular case, we want to mold ourselves within the crypto space. I'm not a financial advisor. None of what I say is financial advice. It's my point of view, my perspective on the crypto space itself. So having gone through all of that, let's kind of retouch or recap what we talked about on the last video. And the last video was basically the difference between Bitcoin and ETH. And really, if that wasn't clear, or if you're still confused, or you haven't watched the other video, then really what it boils down to is you think about Bitcoin and ETH as real estate. And they're very simple terms. Real estate has two sides to it. One is the land side, and one is the building on top of the land. Right now, if you look at your major city that you may live in, or a major city that you live close to, that real estate in those downtown areas is very, very limited and may never go on sale again. And if they do, it's at prices that you could never afford. So same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the land, it's the foundation of the crypto space. There's only a finite amount of it. Only 21 million will ever be made of it. I read a stat today, there's 195 countries and only 21 million Bitcoin. So that's not a lot, okay? So think of it as parcels of land. That's what Bitcoin is. And ETH, that's the corporate building that it's going to sit on top, okay? And it's going to house the other companies within it that will do various things. But all it comes down to, Bitcoin is land, ETH is the building that sits on top. So now that we kind of got through that, you may have heard something called blockchain. Everything's blockchain this, blockchain that. What exactly is a blockchain? And maybe you've kind of tried to read it and it never made any sense. And really, blockchain, really, when you boil it down to its very basics, blockchain is just a system of recording information or transactions. And the way that it's recorded is that it's impossible to change, or very difficult to change, almost impossible to change. You cannot hack it and you cannot cheat it. So at the very core of what a blockchain is something that you can't alter. No one single person can alter it, right? And then when you go on the next layer up of what a blockchain is, it's really a public ledger of transactions, okay? That's distributed amongst a network of computers. Maybe I lost you there. So if you think of it like any corporation out there, you know, it kind of rolls upwards, right? There's a central commanding authority, okay, that dictates what kind of decisions are made and what's happening and how the information is recorded. Here, blockchain is a set of computers, a set of networks, okay, that are all going to have this information that's copied and duplicated across the entire network. So even if you were to shut down one computer, two computers, three, it doesn't matter, because all the other computers have the exact same history of transactions in it. And that's why it's very difficult to change. It's public, meaning everyone can see it, and it's difficult, next to impossible to change, especially when you're thinking about Bitcoin and its blockchain. So again, break it down. What's a block and what's a chain, right? And how do they kind of work? So a block, in this particular case, it's just a set of transactions or information that's wrapped up together, okay? And then it's chained to the previous set of transactions. And it just, the chain gets bigger and bigger by adding each block each time, okay? And the entire network has that information of the entire chain. So it's not like your computer has a portion of the code or the portion of the blockchain, my computer has a portion, and if you or I ever get shut down for whatever reason, we lose half the chain. No, your computer will have the entire blockchain, mine will, and all the many other computers will have a blockchain history and transactions within it, history of transactions. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Sometimes it's very difficult to kind of get through this stuff, but it really is simple when you can just think about the core. What is it trying to do? It's trying to, the whole space, a blockchain is trying to decentralize information. So again, if you look at Facebooks, the Googles, the Amazons, all of that information is stored within the company, and decisions within the company are made by those at the top, right? Nobody profits, or I won't say nobody, but the general public doesn't profit from it. General public doesn't own its information. Amazon retains all that information. Here, this is information out for the masses. Like I said, each computer has that transaction. You can look at the transactions. I can look at the transactions. We can see what our own transactions are doing and how they're being recorded on the blockchain itself. So this is a game changer, right? We're going from a centralized version of the world to decentralized, where we control not only our information, but we profit from our own information, and we decide where that information gets disseminated. So I hope that makes sense. If not, leave some comments below and I'll go over it in a different way if it doesn't make any sense at all, or if you need a little bit more help. Okay, guys, have a good one. Have a great day. And like I said, tomorrow never comes. Please get off your hands. Take that first step. See you guys in the next video.